Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and in tonight's movie review, this review is on the third and final installment of the trilogy, The Equalizer 3. The Equalizer 3 is the third and final installment, like I just said. And so, in The Equalizer 3, since giving up his life as a government assassin, Robert McCall finds solace in serving justice on behalf of the oppressed. Now living in southern Italy, he soon discovers his new friends are under the control of local crime bosses. As events turn deadly, McCall becomes their protector by taking on the mafia. And there you go. That's pretty much, the basic story of The Equalizer 3. So, earlier today, this afternoon, me and my dad went to see this movie at Cinemark together, and my dad actually liked it. And for what it is, I honestly thought this was a pretty solid conclusion to the Equalizer trilogy. And I actually thought it was even better than the second Equalizer, in my opinion. I actually thought it was actually done even better than Equalizer 2. Yeah, because Equalizer 2 I thought was pretty good, and I would rate that 3.5 out of 5 stars. And I gave the first Equalizer 4 stars out of 5. And one of the reasons why the Equalizer 3 actually works even better than the second movie is because it actually kind of blends in, of course, where it actually kind of makes it like a solid enough conclusion to the trilogy. Like how Denzel Washington is always a fun Robert McCall to watch on screen in terms of an action thriller movie, and I gotta say Denzel Washington does a great job playing Robert McCall for one last time in the trilogy, and I think this is also the only Equalizer movie where Harry Gregson Williams doesn't compose the music score at all. He was replaced by a different music score composer from what I've read. And at first I thought this was going to be the first Sony release to use a brand new Columbia Pictures 100th anniversary logo. But then when the movie began, it was actually just the same old 2014 Columbia Pictures the present day logo. It was actually the one from 2014 to the present day that they're still using right now. And also the cloud transition when we zoom into the Sony logo, it was actually a previously used version of the cloud transition. It wasn't the same cloud transition that debuted on Bullet Train and then Lyle and Crocodile, and then Man Called Otto, and so on. But yeah, it's kind of almost hard to believe that Columbia Pictures has been around for 100 years, and it's turning 100 next year, including MGM. And yeah, and I gotta say, like, even after me and Dad saw this movie together, even for the kill count as well, like even the kills and the gore that was featured in this film. It was actually very gory, and it was actually like there was some times in the movie where it can get very bloody and gory, like the first movie, almost like the first movie. But I think this one actually goes for a more serious tone, like a more serious route. Yeah, if I remember correctly from its predecessors. And yeah, besides Denzel Washington, I know two other people who were in this film. Dakota Fanning was also in this film too. And I gotta say, Dakota Fanning and Denzel Washington actually have good chemistry together. And this is actually not the first time that Dakota Fanning and Denzel Washington worked on a film together. Because way back in the old days, I think they both worked on a movie called Man of Fire. I think that's how you say it. Yeah. At first I thought it was Remember the Titans, but that's a different girl actress. That's a different child actress at the time. But yeah, so Man of Fire was the first collaboration of Dakota Fanning and Denzel Washington. And Dakota Fanning, I actually thought her performance was actually very good. And like I said, Denzel Washington and Dakota Fanning actually have good chemistry together in Equalizer 3. And also, the Equalizer 3 is also a very short movie too, because unlike its predecessors that are over 2 hours long, the Equalizer 3, this one is only like 1 hour and 49 minutes, so it's the shortest out of all three of them. And yeah, it's not a long movie, and plus, besides Dakota Fanning and Denzel Washington that were in the film, I also recognize David Denman, who was also in the film too. David Denman, the guy from The Office, and he was in other films, in some other horror films like the remake to When a Stranger Calls, and the 2019 Brightburn film. Yeah, Brightburn. And he was also in Joyride as well, like the 2023 Joyride. Yeah, the new one that came out back in like the summer, of course. I think it was like back in July or something. Yeah, July. So David Denman, I thought David Denman's performance was also good too. Like he's not really in the film that much. He only appears in like a few scenes, like 3 to 4 scenes in the film whenever he and Dakota Fanning are on screen together. Cause yeah, between David Denman and Dakota Fanning, yeah, and yeah, so overall, Equalizer 3 was a great conclusion to the Equalizer film trilogy. And I'm going to give the Equalizer 3 4 stars out of 5. Yep, that's the same rating I would give the first Equalizer. 4 stars out of 5. Same with this movie, 4 out of 5. So yeah, if you enjoyed the first 2 Equalizers, then, or if you haven't seen them yet, then, and like I said, I recommend checking out the first 2 Equalizers before checking out this one. But if you've already seen the Equalizer, the first 2 films, if you enjoyed them, then I'm sure you'll probably get a kick out of this as well. Yep. So there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for my movie review on the Equalizer 3. And that's going to be it for this video. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching. And until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying... Oh, wait. Almost forgot. But before I end the video here, I was just about to say my wrap-up message. But before I end the video, I just want to show you guys... I almost forgot to show you guys the 2 tickets I got from when I went to see Equalizer 3. Yep, these are the tickets here. And, of course, I got my movie ticket collection. I'm going to slide them in here. In this... And there you go. Alright. There you go. I just wanted to show you guys that since it's very nice and cool. But anyway. Until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.